When people think of Brazil, they often think of beaches, carnival, and football. But behind this beauty lies a prison system that has terrified the world. Gang wars, overcrowding, and bloody riots are part of everyday life. Here are the 10 most terrifying prisons in Brazil. Places where survival is never guaranteed. 1 prison, Presidio Central, Porto Alegre. Intended for 2,000 inmates, this prison has at times held more than 4,000. The cells are overcrowded, sanitary conditions are poor, and violence is rampant. Guards often avoid entering the cell blocks, leaving control to gang leaders. Human rights groups have called it inhumane. Prison 2, Anísio Jobim, Prison Complex, Manaus. In 2017, this prison was the site of one of the deadliest riots in Brazilian history. 56 inmates were killed, many beheaded, in a brutal gang war. The prison is controlled by warring drug cartels, and guards struggle to maintain order. Prison 3, Curado Prison Complex, Recife. Designed to hold 1,800 inmates, it often holds more than 7,000. Overcrowding is so severe that inmates sleep in the hallways and toilets. Curado has a long history of riots, mass escapes, and brutal killings. In such harsh conditions, diseases like tuberculosis spread quickly. Prison 4, Pedrinhas Prison Complex, Maranhão. A real house of horrors. Between 2007 and 2014, gang violence killed over 60 inmates, many of whom were beheaded. Video footage shows prisoners being tortured and executed. Even the Brazilian government has admitted that it has lost control of the prison. Prison 5, Carandiru, São Paulo, closed in 2002. Although now closed, Carandiru remains infamous. In 1992, a riot led to one of the worst prison massacres in history, with 111 inmates killed by police. Carandiru symbolized all the evils of the Brazilian prison system: overcrowding, brutality, and corruption. Prison 6, Bangu 1, Rio de Janeiro. Part of a larger prison complex, Bangu 1 is a maximum security facility. Some of Brazil's most dangerous gang leaders and drug lords are held here. Even with strict controls, riots and violence still occur. It has been called a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Prison 7, Casa de Custodia, Piauí. It is known for its extreme overcrowding and appalling hygiene. It often houses more than 20 people in 4-person cells. Inmates sleep on the floor and have limited access to water. Riots in 2015 left several prisoners dead, some burned alive. Prison 8, Desembargador Raimundo Vidal Pessoa, Prison, Manaus. It has been closed and reopened several times due to inhumane conditions. When it briefly reopened in 2017, a riot broke out, leaving at least 4 inmates dead. Inmates have alleged that they were tortured and deprived of food. Human rights groups continue to condemn the facility. Prison 9, São Luís Prison, Maranhão. This prison is controlled by gangs rather than guards. Guns and drugs are common, and murders are common. Inmates live in fear, and protection is often only achieved through gang affiliation. Guards often refuse to enter certain areas for security reasons. 10th Prison, Alcaçuz Prison, Rio Grande do Norte. The most feared prison in Brazil. In 2017, gang riots broke out here, killing 26 inmates and beheading many more. The violence continued for days while guards watched helplessly from the outside. Even after the riot, gangs remained in control of the prison. The inmates build their own walls, make their own rules, and mete out their own justice. These prisons aren't just correctional facilities, they're war zones. Overcrowded, understaffed, and infested with gangs, they show the dark side of Brazil's justice system. Which one do you think is the scariest? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more shocking stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.